So when you do have a question, Coach is going to open with an opening statement, and then we'll open up the questions. Just please signal me. I'll bring you the mic. Try to limit to one question or two. We'll come back to you. Just please introduce yourself and your media. Cameras, are we all good in the back? All good. Coach,
all right. Well, how's everybody doing? First and foremost, man, I just got to give all the glory to God for allowing us to have an amazing day, allowing us to get to do this, to have opportunity to coach here at Bowling Green State University, our coaching staff, and the kids putting the work in. No big injuries. It's just been a blessing of a day. My family's here. I saw teammates that I hadn't seen in years, and the coaches from Ohio State, from Coach Cooper to Jim Tressel to Urban Meyer, were in the house, and it was just a special day overall. So I'm just so full of gratitude just for making this day special, not just for me, but for our kids and this university. Just about the game, we knew it was going to be a tough challenge for us, given that we didn't know a lot about this team. There wasn't a lot of tape on them. There was a lot of turnover from a personnel standpoint. So it's like trying to figure out, who are we, first of all, and who are we going against. So I had to find out a lot about who we are under the lights and under pressure and facing adversity. And we responded to a lot of adversity tonight in a great way. And this is just a starting point. Feel really good about where we are. The defense stepped up, did a great job in the first half. Offensively, we were able to move the ball in spurts. We got to figure out some things to get consistent with our passing attack, to find some chemistry there. But that's almost expected coming into the first game and trying to find a rhythm. It didn't help that we had a 30-minute stop in the first quarter after a couple of three plays offensively. So it was tough to find that rhythm, and so I'm excited about where we can go and where we're headed. So it's a starting point, great starting point. So appreciative of the win. The guys feel like, hey, we got a solid win, but we left some more meat on the bone, and we got to get better moving forward for the rest of this month. So, with that said, I open up for questions. Well, it was tough to really scheme up anything, given we didn't know where we were going to get. So, from a philosophical standpoint, we knew based off of last year's tape. We looked at their opener against Buffalo. We looked at the last 4 or 5 games in terms of tendencies of what they like to do. We wanted to keep everything vanilla, and the things that we worked on really well during camp. We didn't want to come in with the smorgasbord of plays. We had to get really good at a couple things, and I felt like we did that. It was our run game, elements in that. I saw some really good things up front. We got a lot of blitz pressures, which disrupted our run game, and we missed opportunities. We were 1 or 2 steps away from really hitting some home runs. So that's encouraging to see. And as we move forward and we get more information on our opponent week to week, then we'll be able to dial up some things, to scheme up some things where we can see tendencies and personnel, how we match up, where are the opportunities, where our weaknesses, where are our strengths, and how do we build on those strengths. So it was a complimentary game in terms of special forces, our defense, and certainly our offense in tonight's win. And the great thing is I don't think we had any turnovers. I think we had maybe 1 or 2 penalties. 4 penalties on the night. So you can live with that a little bit. So we still, again, it's a starting point, it's the foundation. We saw some good pieces. Now we can build and grow from here. I told the team at our team breakfast this morning, or our dinner before getting over, I said, hey, we win the toss, we're getting the ball first. I want our offense to get out there and get the ball rolling and get the train on the tracks. And, man, what a great start. And as a coach, you're like, okay, great start. Can't get too excited because still got a lot of ball to play. We got to see how we respond. We can't get too complacent. We got to keep the foot on the gas pedal and keep it going. But well, man, Cam Petaway has really come on during this camp. We watched him grow every single day, not just as a running back, but in special forces. I think he downed the ball at the 1 yard line tonight. I mean, he was just a special force demon, and that's what's needed. So it was good to see that a kickoff return, first touch of his entire career. How about that? A 98-yard touchdown. That's amazing. I'm happy for the kid and happy for us.
Coach Stefan Freshy with the Cleveland.com. Go off of that first. Urban Meyer, when they were speaking at the panel earlier today, said that him, Coach Tressel, and Coach Cooper knew what your first play call was.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a kick return for a touchdown?
It wasn't that. That wasn't that. I was just saying we would return it for a touchdown. But I told him exactly what the first 3 plays were going to be, and it was paying homage to the ball that I grew up playing. Trying to control the A gaps, come downhill, establish our run game, and be tough on the inside. That's what I believe in. That's what we're going to do, and build off of that. But it was great to have all 3 of those guys here, and Coach Cooper means so much to me. He gave me an opportunity to play at Ohio State, and of course, I've built relationships over the years with Urban Meyer and Jim Tressel, and it's a family. Once you're a Buckeye, you're always one. No matter what generation is coaching or players, it's always is a brotherhood, much like Bowling Green State University. So I'm appreciative that they came out and supported our program tonight.
Follow up on that. A lot of your former teammates here as well.
Yeah.
You were told they were trying to surprise you, and then you ran into them.
I surprised them.
What was your reaction to
Oh man, you know what? I had shed a couple tears. Honestly, I didn't see it, but it meant so much to me 'cause I hadn't talked to anybody. I usually get on these mass text messages from them. We have on a thread together. They're sending me pictures of where they're golfing, around the world. They're in the Bahamas, or they're in Denver, or they're in Wisconsin. It's like teasing me like I can't be there. I'm coaching right now, and I hadn't talked to anybody. I tried to reach out to him. Nobody got back with me. So I said, hey, it's just going to be me and my family. So to see Joey Galloway and Orlando Pace, Raymond Harris, Tito Paul, Ty Howard, Cedric Saunders. I mean, that touched me really. Because they were all happy for me, and we all played ball together in that era. And to see my boys, man, that I said, there's no way we can lose tonight. So it was awesome to see them on the sidelines tonight.
Mark introduced yesterday. On Monday, you said you had faith in the kicking game.
Mm-hmm.
56-yard field goal faith? Was that a surprise?
No, actually, Alex, our special forces coordinator, I asked him, I said, is he good from here? For 40, he says, yeah, he's good. He says, I said, all right, let's roll with it. Let's go. Jackson has been kicking very well throughout camp, coming off of his injury, very consistent, and really was confident in his kicks in pregame warm-up. And the wind at that particular time in pregame was at our back, going north. So I was like, well, why not? He has the hot hand right now, and let's continue this thing, just build his confidence, because you never know when it may come down to a kick. So why not do in that situation? I felt like our defense played well enough that if he did miss the kick, we gave him a shorter field, but I felt confident what our defense was doing. They had a handle on what they were doing at that point in time. So, but don't want to lean on him a lot in those situations, but it was good to see that for Jackson. It really was.
Coach Carter Leonard, Falcon Media Sports Network. Shifting gears to defense real quick. Dorian Pringle had a really solid
Yeah.
8 tackles, half sack, several tackles for loss. Just talk about, him being all over the place tonight, how he truly is.
Dorian has come on since the spring. Once he got comfortable with the calls and what the defense was doing, got his eyes settled on his triangle, and the game has slowed down tremendously for him. He has a knack to get to the ball. Slippery strikes, very savvy, And now, as he continues to play and gets more repetitions and more playing time and experience he gets, the better he's going to become. I really feel like both of our linebackers, Gideon and Dorian, could be, top of the MAC in terms of production and what they bring to the table. He's coming along. I had to get on him earlier on, from some self-discipline things, but I think it's starting to pay off, and he's starting to take ownership of where he wants to go and what he wants to be, and that's exciting to see. So I'm excited to see that for our defense, and I felt good that they were able to drive the ball on our defense and put them in a situation to get down to 4th and 4, and just lost the receiver, lost eyes off of a receiver, and they can get the touchdown. But outside of that, I think they played sound. They played hard. They knew what they were doing. They had disciplined eyes, and I feel like we can grow from here.
Much of a lot of these younger players that played with tons of seniors last year, guys like Cameron and Martell, Dorian, like how much of an opportunity is this for these younger guys to step up and to the fact that they're contributing immediately? Like what does that say just about kind of their talent and growth?
It says a lot. Certainly, again, from spring practice till now, even from last week till now, I've seen tremendous growth. And not just out of those guys, but guys like Markel and who scored tonight. KD, Kadarius Roberts, who came in from Tennessee State. I can go right down the list of young guys that are buying in and understanding that, hey, we're going to need everybody in that room to reach our full potential as a team, and buying into the idea of being 9 units strong. Whether you are first or second or third string guy, you've got to prepare and expect to go in there and play at an elite level, and that's the pressure that I put on those guys, and they're starting to buy into that. So it's a long season. We got a lot of work to do, and again, this is just, hey, this is a starting point. This is who we are. This is what we do well. This is where we got to get better, and that's a great thing to come out with a win. But just like anything else, I think the coach at what's his name, Vince Lombardi, said this: winning is a great deodorant. It just covers up the stink, So we won, but we got to really delve deep into, okay, where do we have to get better? Have urgency about that and attack it with intensity during our preparation next week.
Along with Dorian Sprinkle, Gideon Ranford, also a great defensive night. Can you talk about his performance and just what you think you have in adjusting from the FCS to FBS level throughout the spring and into this game?
And he's an eraser. What I mean by that is that he can make if you're in a wrong fit or somebody missed a receiver in the defense or whatever that is, or a back, he can make you right. I've seen it time and time again. He just has a knack for making plays and understanding what the offense is doing to us, and he'll make a play. Undercut a interception and out of nowhere where he's not supposed to be, and that's happened on numerous occasions. So again, Gideon has a nose to find the football. It's tough to get a hard beat on him in terms of blocks because he's so slippery. He does a great job of coming off blocks. And again, we got to, continue to work with those guys day in and day out and allow him to see the game so he can play faster.
Coach Meyer, it's well reported, the conversations you guys had when you first, told about the job. And he talks so much about how it's not just about X's and O's when it comes to coaching Bowling Green, it's about embracing the community, things of that
Oh, yeah.
as well. When you look through the stands, there's so many Eddie George jerseys.
Yeah.
The Bowling Green ones or people wearing the Ohio State.
Right.
What have you thought about the way that this community embraced you?
Oh, man, it's been awesome, man. Coach Meyer was saying, hey, this is a different deal. You got to be in the community. You got to go out to dinners. You got to go to games. You got to go to functions. You got to go to all these things in the community, and I've loved it because it's first of all, it's great food. It's a great feel. It's a charming college town. great people, and nobody really bothers me. It's not like, hey, let's take a picture. I mean, they do, but it's nothing overwhelming, and they've been very respectful, and I love it. It just it has a beach town feel without the ocean. It just does, where you can wear your shorts and a sweatshirt and flip flops, and everything is close in proximity to each other. You can be very efficient here, laid back. Again, people are really nice. It's a charming environment, and I loved it. I love being here. No more questions? No. Okay. Yeah. It was good to see that we didn't have just one guy just to lean on. Again, we had four guys get touches: Petaway, Chris McMillan, Kadarius, Markel Porter, Nakai. We got in a couple times, didn't get any runs, and we just feel like all of them bring something unique to the table. Whether it's a slasher or a pounder, or a guy that can go in and hit the home run, and KD, because you give him a crack, he can hit it. And so, it feels good that we can have the talent in that room. Now, they have to get better, and I'm curious to see, which backs are going to step up and take the lion's share of the carries as we move forward in the season.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Jordan, just to start, Betty Georgiero with the win, how special is it for the group to be able to come out on top and get off to a good start this season?
It's very special to us because we put all the work in. When he first came in the spring, it was a little shaky at first, but then everything started rolling during fall camp, and we just kept getting better and better, and just putting everything out on the field. It just feels great.
Defense, when they allowed about 177 yards, pretty much no run game for
Mhm.
them. What was working so well for you guys, and you specifically, really flying some ball?
I think it was working most is we was all doing our job. Like our D line was holding their gaps, doing knockback. We just really focused on knockback the O line, and they were doing that really good, and just allowing me to get through the gaps and just make tackles.
What was it like seeing Cameron run down the sideline to start the game? Second straight year.
Second straight year. It was great. I really didn't expect it, and he took it, and Cam's probably fast on our team, so like we knew if he was gonna break it, he was gonna break it. So he went all the way, which was a great feeling.
A lot of you second-year players here at BG, like yourself, Cal Pascal, the running backs as well,
Mhm.
Cameron, Markel. You guys obviously all came back and really taking on expanded roles this year. After so many seniors last year, like what's been your guys' mentality as you try to work your way up and really earn that playing time?
I really feel like the biggest thing is we all just want to put the work in and just get better together. And we know our class, we have to stick together. So we just been grinding the whole off season together, and it's just been working.
What would you say through having fall practices now this first game on your belt that the identity of this defense?
The identity of the defense, I would say, is that we are feared. Like we're not letting nobody get any rushing yards on us. Our front seven is going to do their job all the time. Our DB is going to play coverage, and we're going to do our jobs and just be great at what we do.
How would you describe the environment here today, especially after the weather delay all the crowd coming back?
It was great. After the weather, I thought we wasn't going to have much of a crowd, but everybody stayed, and it was perfect. And it's just exciting to see.
I guess to piggyback off that, you get this environment, there's so many of these George jerseys in the crowd. What did it mean to be part of Pittsburgh here?
It means a lot because the stuff that he built for us and all the stuff he's been doing and all the stuff we've been doing in the offseason, what the culture he came and brought to the school and our football program is really something special. And I just can't wait to see what we keep building and building.
Talk about culture. Like, how do you define that? What is the culture of an Eddie George coach team look like?
Hard work. Like nothing's given to you, everything's earned. So, like what that means is like you're not gonna get like everybody. We had no single digits. Everybody got their single digits taken away. You had to show. You had to work through summer, fall camp. You had to put in that work, and that's how you earned a single digit for our team. Everything was earned. I think we embrace the willingness to grow a lot because our team is just so young right now, and everybody's playing together, and everybody's hungry. Everybody wants to do it now, right now. And we're just gonna keep working and working, and nothing's gonna stop us.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
What was it like seeing that ball go through on that 56-yard field goal that you had?
It was awesome. I spent a lot of time visualizing it on the sideline, and as soon as I hit it, I knew it was going in.
Trotting out on the field, like to have that confidence in the coaches, like what did that mean to you? I mean, obviously your career long, one of the longest in the industry. Like for them to have that trust in you, what did that mean to you?
It was awesome. I love Coach Bear. I love Coach George. They're awesome, and I know that Coach got my back.
Between players like you and obviously John Henderson, really great punter, like and how good BG special teams has been, the last handful of years, like how impactful can you guys really be, like to be able to convert these field goals? John had a great punt down to 2 tonight. Like how great could this team be?
I think we're going to be awesome this year. I really do. I got faith in all of our guys, and it's nice to know that the team has also got our back, and yeah, that's good.
What was it like to get Teddy George's first win, in his first game here at BG?
It was awesome. It was awesome to be a part of it.
We're starting to see more often kickers at college level and pro level hitting these 50, 60-yard field goals. How do you deal with that sort of pressure, knowing that you have to be?
I kind of just think of it as I'm different than everyone else. I might not have the same leg power as someone else. They might not be as accurate, consistent as me. So I just go out there and play to my strengths.
How does your routine change, if at all, after you pick up an extra point early in the game and you go into about a 45-minute weather delay and never come back out and take the rest of the game?
I tried not to think about it today. Honestly, I just thought of it as an opportunity to sit down and relax, and then come out and be better than I was, and to have a good game.
Any more questions for Jackson? All right. Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you.
To just open the game like that, just like walk us through the moment from the opening kickoff to the moment you end up in the end zone.
I felt the energy around the stadium, all the players, and we had a good vibe. And I knew as soon as we got that ball, chose to receive the kick, I knew that I was going to take it home. And through my head, wasn't even thinking too much. Just run and don't get tackled, I guess. But yeah, it was a cool experience.
For it to be the second straight year that you guys open the season, like is that a new tradition you guys just want to keep going?
I was trying to keep the tradition going, Had to make another one.
Would you sit up closer to
Yeah, I got you.
We'll go right here.
From where we stood in the press box, your family was right below us,
Mm.
reacting to the kick return. Have you had a chance to talk to them?
Oh, yeah. I just talked to him afterwards. My dad, first thing he said, I beat you down the stands. He said he beat me to the end zone. But, yeah, they were super excited for me. They couldn't stop talking about it, and they're so happy for me.
You talked about the energy at the start of the game, the environment. Just what's it like for you guys as players to see the way the community, the fans that rallied around Coach George, like his jersey, whether it be Bowling Green or Ohio State, is all over the stadium today? Like, what's that like to be part of?
It's great. It's a great community, great fans, great support from everybody, and then that vibe just carries throughout the team. And it's great having Coach George around. He brings some more energy, more juice, and yeah.
Beyond obviously the opening kick, you almost had another one you returned.
Mhm.
You had played a crucial role in down that punt for the one. How is special teams something you feel like you've taken ownership of within your game?
Last year I didn't really get much playing time, so I just wanted to work any way on the field I could. So this year I'm 3-core guy, and I just try to do as much as I can to help my team. It doesn't even have to be on offense.
Cameron, you're part of a lot of second-year players that decided to return who are playing significant minutes already. The running back room, obviously. You look at like Dorian and Kal-El on defense. Like, how much of an opportunity with a lot of seniors from last year gone, a lot of upperclassmen gone. Like, how big of an opportunity is this for you younger guys to really just step in, show, and prove, what you're capable of as well?
It was a big opportunity. Last year we had our whole running back room was basically seniors, so we lost a lot of guys, and that opened a lot of opportunities for us younger guys. Just with them being gone, it just gives us extra reps, and you can see how last year and this year from these sophomores has there's been tremendous change, and they've been doing great.
Between like you and Nakai and Markel, some of those younger guys, like what were the kind of conversations between you guys when Eddie George ended up being hired and having a Heisman Trophy winning running back as your coach?
We didn't know how it was going to go at first. We didn't know how it was going to go at first, but now we just run the ball.
To kind of piggyback off what he was saying, you, McMillan, and Porter, the whole running back room got a lot of great carries tonight. Just talk about how nice it is to see not just you, but the whole entire, running back chain function and be humming as it can be.
Man, let them running backs eat. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's Markel, Nakai. As one of them is successful, I will cheer for them all game if I have to.
How much of a benefit is it for you guys to have that deep of a running back room so all of you basically stay fresh during the game and you have a bunch of different new guys wearing down the defense constantly?
It's a good benefit. We all have different skill sets, and we can be placed in whenever needed. But it's good having that depth. Injuries happen, next man up. We got guys who can step in. They're great guys on point. And, yeah, that depth just helps us out a little bit.
Got one here in the back.
Coach said that at time he felt like the offense moved in spurts. What were in your eyes the issues in the moments when you guys couldn't move the ball as well? What were the challenges today that you feel like the offense faced?
I honestly don't know at the moment. Gotta watch film, but issues come with the game. Challenges, they roll along, but we just gotta push through those challenges. And like I said, I don't know what they were, but nothing major, and we can fix them in practice next week to move on and focus on the game Saturday.
Any more questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.